We're just ordinary people. Our strength can't measure up to livestock.
Mr. Kane, what I've said is all true. Please, you have to believe me.
What is there to believe? Should I believe you when you tell me that I am the, Lord of Valor, one of the esteemed Lord's insignia?
Oh, hail the Lord of Valor!
3 years ago, you disappeared without a trace after the war. I never thought that you would end up in such a terrible state after losing your memory.
You tell a good story, but I don't have time to listen to you. Stop following me. I'm very busy. I have a huge family back home to feed.
My lord! My lord, you're the only hope of Xenia! You can't be doing manual labor and living such a hard life in the slums! My lord, please return with me. All of us will do our best, and think of a way to regain your memories.
There's nothing wrong with me. Please leave and don't hinder my work.
I will come again! Please think it over carefully!
The Lord of Valor. It's impossible for such an honorable person to be involved with a grunt worker like me. Yeah. After today's work, I'll have enough money to buy the necklace that my wife had her eye on. I should go home earlier and give her a surprise.
Miss Claude, we have news regarding Mr. Kane.
Where is he?
He's in Verdant.
Prepare a plane. I'm going to Maxwell, since you've seen everything, there's nothing I can say to defend myself. Here, sign this divorce agreement immediately. Then pack up your belongings and get out from my house.
You want me to get out? I think the two of you are the ones who should get out. For the past 3 years, you and your mother had not worked a single day. I'm the one who worked tirelessly to support the family. I even bought this house.
Well, I never. Do you think this house is yours because you bought it? Let me remind you, it is Jessica's name written on the property deed. It has nothing to do with you. So there. Besides, all the money you've earned these past few years are in our hands. Even if you want to sue us, do you have money to employ a lawyer? Huh? Sign the divorce agreement right now. Pack up your rubbish and get lost immediately. What, you want to hit me? Come on, hit me right here. I'm going to let everyone know how you repay our kindness with evil. Who are you trying to threaten? Huh?
You must be Maxwell, right? Men should be more magnanimous. In the first place, the two of you are from completely different worlds. Since you've wasted 3 years of Jessica's youth, it's fair that you compensate her. Don't you think so?
That's right. Have a look at Mr. Tate. On his first meeting with Jessica, he gave her a luxury car worth $300,000. But you can't even buy her a bag. Can't you see how much of a loser you are?
He can do such a thing just because he's rich?
If you're rich, you can do as you please. If you were as rich as the owner of the Bentley downstairs, I'd willingly wash your feet. The luxury car has been covered in dust for the past 3 years, but its owner never even came to take a look. Don't worry, Mr. Tate. Even if he worked hard his whole life, a useless man like him could never measure up to you.
Hey, don't be so harsh. At the very least, he's a good person. For 3 whole years, he never laid a finger on Jessica, huh?
You're so mean.
Because of you, I've got the opportunity to have such an enjoyable experience. Wow, I'm really grateful to you. Your wife is really good in bed.
Stop it! Let go of Mr. Tate! Stop it! Mr. Tate! Release Mr. Tate!
This is the price to pay for those who trespass the borders and hurt my people. From this day on, Zegnia's borders extend westward 3,000 miles. This sword will act as the boundary marker. Anyone who trespasses shall die.
General Maxwell Kane conquered the lands with his army. He captured enemy kings and made them pay for their crimes. He expanded the borders by 3,000 miles, and his strength is second to none. His courage and bravery brought peace and unity to all. He will be given the title as Lord of Valor.
I accept my title as Lord.
Oh, hail the Lord of Valor!
How dare you choke me? Get up! Get up and choke me again!
Kate, stop it! Will he be dead?
It's fine. He just got knocked out. What are you afraid of?
You gave me a scare. What bad luck. I mean, this punk is tall and quite strong. How could he be knocked out with just a slight blow? I think he must know that Mr. Tate is rich and wants to stage an accident. Come on, hurry! Throw him out right now!
That's right, Mr. Tate. It would be bad if this punk really tries to blackmail us.
All right.
What a melodramatic turn of events. Didn't you want a divorce? I'll fulfill your wish. Give me a pen! Jessica, you'll regret this.
You've been doing manual labor your whole life. How dare you think so highly of yourself?
Regret? Marrying a loser like you is the most regrettable thing I've ever done in my life. The second is not kicking you out of my house earlier. Mr. Tate! Oh, Mr. Tate!
Someone finally drove that Bentley away. My word. What if Jessica had the fortune to be involved with a wealthy man like that? He would be a better choice than the Tate family.
My lord, you've returned.
It's a blessing in disguise. Did any trouble occur while I was away?
My lord, evildoers started cropping up in the 3 years you were away. Thus, the headquarters had to find a substitute. He appeared in your stead and used your prestige to suppress them. However, we were afraid of being exposed. We sent the substitute out under the guise of hunting to avoid suspicions. Since you've returned, we'll set up a lavish banquet to welcome you and reassure the people once the substitute returns from his hunt.
Go arrange it.
Yes, my lord.
Hello, Maxwell.
You are?
I'm your fiancée, Samantha Claude.
You're annoying.
Hey, babe! Look who it is! Oh my, I must be seeing things!
Maxwell, are you giving up on life? Is that why you sold all your possessions just for a moment of self-indulgence?
What bad luck.
What? What do you mean? Go and look at yourself. Avalon Palace is the most elusive private club in Verdun. Even a meal could set you back thousands of dollars. This is not a place for a loser like you. I understand. You must have hoped to run into me here. Are you going to beg me in order to get a bite of food?
Ridiculous.
You punk. Was Jessica wrong? A loser like you isn't worthy to step into a place like this. Even if you sold off everything you're wearing, you can only afford to pay for the cover charge, right? No wonder you haven't ordered anything. You must be here for the free drinking water. Well, how about this? I'll do you a favor today for Jessica's sake. Kneel down and beg me. If I'm pleased, perhaps I might arrange for you to have a good meal. Next, I'll give you a job at Tate Group as a security guard. I'll pay you $3,000 a month. How's that?
Mr. Tate, you have such a magnanimous heart. You can even tolerate a vagrant like him. Hey, hurry up. Kneel down before Mr. Tate and thank him for his kindness.
Thank him? Is he even worthy of accepting my gratitude?
Unworthy? You're a divorcee with nothing to your name. Do you think you're a big shot? It is an honor for you to even eat the crumbs from Mr. Tate's table. Anyone with a hint of self-awareness would be kneeling down in gratitude.
Oh my!
Mr. Tate!
Go on, make a scene. Elsewhere. I've served you and your mother tirelessly for the past 3 years. I repaid the debt owed to your father for saving my life. From now on, don't appear before me ever again. You'll make me sick.
Bastard! It seems you still don't understand the situation you're in. Even if I break your limbs off and make you homeless, no one in Verdant would dare to say another word about it. Before I get mad, kneel down and apologize to Jessica. Perhaps I might consider only breaking your legs so that you can crawl to the hospital.
Oh? Are you really that capable? Mr. Kane, you're right on time.
It's been a habit back at Artix, but I've never expected to find Avalon Palace in the state. As one of the Cloud Group's core businesses, the quality of Avalon Place is severely lacking. There are flies flying everywhere in the premises.
I'm sorry for the poor hospitality. Sir, ma'am, would you two apologize to my fiancé and leave voluntarily?
What? Are you asking us to apologize to him? He's just a stray whom I recently kicked out from my home. Why don't you ask him if he would accept our apology? Wait a minute. What did you say? Fiancé? He's your fiancé? The fake designer clothes you're wearing are truly convincing. Well, I never. You must have spent a huge sum hiring an actress. Could it be that you're putting on an act of being chased after by a rich and beautiful lady for my sake? Good grief. Are you doing all this to make me regret my decision? Too bad. Your luxurious clothing can't mask the stench of poverty on you. A poor laborer like you will never have the opportunity to be acquainted with important people among the elite like Mr. Tate.
That's right, babe. He must have thought that you would change your mind after putting on the show. However, this young lady looks quite attractive. How about this? Leave me your WhatsApp number. If ever I need your services, I'll text you. How's that? Don't worry, I'm definitely a better choice than that loser. Ow!
Mr. Tate, are you alright? Lady, how dare you hurt Mr. Tate? I'll kill you! Ah! How dare you hit me? Security! Where's the security guards?
Madam, please do not raise your voice so as to not disturb other customers. Oh, Mr. Tate, what's wrong?
How could you let such dodgy people into the club and allow them to assault VIP guests? What are the guards in Avalon Palace's security department doing? Throw these people out at once!
I see. All right. Send the security team here. We don't welcome poorly dressed people who can't order any food in our restaurant. Kick them out at once.
No. Drag them out!
Of course. We'll drag them out. You heard it. Drag the two of them out immediately.
Aren't you going to ask why?
There's no need. Mr. Tate pays $10 million every year for his membership. Even if you didn't hurt Mr. Tate, we would still kick you out as long as he requested it. What's more, you even tried to hit him.
You brat. Don't think that you can act as you please via brute force. Your fighting skills are of no use. I'll use my authority to suppress you. Let's see who'll win.
Miss Cloud, what do you say?
Mr. Kane, sorry for the trouble. The membership system in Avalon Palace is in place to provide better service for its club members. It's definitely not a chance for basic members to enjoy the privileges of an elite member. I don't recall that Cloud Group ever paid you a salary so that you could be subservient to the Tate family. You've ruined Avalon Palace's reputation. Please leave after settling your wages.
You're really good at acting. What a pity. You've no idea. Mr. Tate is not only a VIP guest of Avalon Palace, but Claude Group also holds him in high regard.
Cloud Group?
Of course, you wouldn't have known that the heiress of Claude Group would be visiting Verdant in a few days. The elite families gathered to set up a welcome banquet so that they could get acquainted. Mr. Tate's father, Richard Tate, even gave permission for the Draken Villa to be used as the banquet's venue. Miss Claude herself complimented Mr. Tate Sr.'s generosity. The Tates will be favored from now on.
Cloud Group has paid for the villa. I never thought that necessities could be so exaggerated.
That is obviously a hint. An actress like you wouldn't know squat about high society.
Although it sounds crude, your words make sense. Men, get to work.
In your position.
Maxwell, things are getting more interesting. You really found a dedicated actress. Huh? She even looked up Mr. Shaw's name before coming to the restaurant, huh?
Mr. Tate, it isn't that troublesome. The personal details of the employees in their pictures are all displayed at the front door of the Avalon Palace. That's right, commoners like them need to bluff their way in to have a meal. Now that they've got in, it's a rare chance to learn more so that they can continue scamming others later.
What a pity. You know nothing about Mr. Shaw at all. Miss Claude personally vouched for him to get this position. Even the heads of the elite families in Verdant have to show him some respect. And you dare to only give him 3 minutes? What arrogance! Get them!
Yes, sir. Oh!
It's only 3 minutes. My advice is that all of you should wait.
Thanks.
Oh, Mr. Shaw! Why have you come? The two are trying to stir up trouble, but I have things under control. Guards, get on with it! Break their legs and throw them out!
Miss. You bastard!
Mr. Shaw, why did you hit me?
Give us.
Hey, Mr. Shaw, he's nothing but a worker who does physical labor.
Shut up!
Then I shall not refuse your offer.
This...
Zach Moss, you've offended a VIP guest.
What?
You're fired.
Mr. Shaw, I did this for the company's sake. Well, Mr. Tate said that they were dirt poor and couldn't afford to order any food. Mr. Tate? That's right, Mr. Tate. He's one of the good members of our club. Besides, Miss Claude seems to hold his family in high regard. Mr. Tate is annoyed at the sight of these two people sitting here. That's why I ordered the guards to kick them out. Mr. Tate, please back me up. I'm begging you.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Shaw. I think that random people should not be allowed to enter such a high-end private club easily, right? If anyone could come and go as they please, it would be a humiliation to us who paid for a gold membership and spend our money in this club all year round. If you insist on punishing Mr. Moss for this, then I would like to cancel my gold membership as well.
No, Mr. Tate. Don't do that. What if they really cancel your membership? Put your card away.
Don't worry. I'm sure he won't do it. He's just an employee of the Claude family. I don't believe that he would cancel my gold membership for these two nameless nobodies. If Mr. Moss got fired from his job today, everyone in my circle would be talking about how I got humiliated by a loser who did manual labor. If this news were to get out, how can I show my face in Verdant?
Well, only Mr. Tate thinks so far. As expected from a man of his caliber, unlike some trash who can never measure up to half a man Mr. Tate is.
Here, take.
Ouch! Ouch! Ouch!
Let go of me! Mr. Tate! Mr. Tate, are you alright? Tidy up your clothes.
Why would Mr. Shaw treat me this way? Could it be that both of them were actually distinguished guests? It's you! This is all your fault!
Get lost! It's complete bullshit. He's just a laborer at a construction site.
That's right. Judging from that woman's alluring looks, she must be Mr. Shaw's mistress.
That's right.
How dare that old man treat me in this manner? Fine, I'll remember him. In a few days, I will complain about Mr. Shaw to Miss Claude when my father introduces me to her during the banquet.
The welcome banquet.
That's right. I'll announce to everyone at the banquet that my grandfather arranged for you to be my
As expected, the bitch is a mistress. She must be having an affair with Mr. Shaw.
As the heir of the Tate family, I never thought I would be disrespected by a woman. I'll remember the humiliation that Mr. Shaw made me suffer. When I finally meet Ms. Claude, I'll definitely complain about him.
Maxwell, don't assume that you've won just because that woman is on your side. After this, do you still want us to get back together? Being involved with another man's mistress. How low can you go?
Mistress.
Huh? Do you still not understand? Let me tell you, I'm certain regarding that woman's background. She's a slut who sleeps around with old men.
Punk, I'm warning you. No matter what happened earlier, Avalon Palace is still under the management of the Claude family. Even though Mr. Shaw canceled my membership, it's of no concern. When I finally meet Miss Claude, he'll have no choice but to obediently reinstate the membership under my name. After that, he'll kneel down and lick my shoes clean.
That's right. This is merely a place of entertainment to pass time. So what if a laborer like you managed to pay your way in? There's nothing else you can do. On the other hand, the welcome banquet for Miss Claude is truly an upscale dinner party for high society. The event is by invitation only. The invited guests are all big shots. Of course, Mr. Tate's name is on the invitation list.
You're definitely right. A broke man like him will never have the opportunity to step into such a lavish dinner party in his lifetime.
Mr. Tate, I'm feeling horny. Let's go home.
I'll give you what you want.
Miss Claude, are you sure you want to do this? It's not too late to regret now.
I trust my grandfather's judgment. Let's go.
Miss Claude.
Mr. Kane, please wait here for a moment. I'll go and get changed.
Sure, feel free.
Who's this?
I don't know. He's certainly not from our circle.
Why is he dressed so casually at a banquet? That's simply inappropriate.
Could he be a sign of a wealthy family on par with the Claudes?
A scion? He's only a laborer who works at a construction site.
Mr. Tate, do you know him?
You must have sneaked in secretly, right? Look, all the guests present at this banquet are important figures in their own right. I'm certain that he sneaked in to steal stuff. By the way, how come I haven't seen the woman you were clinging to back then? Is she here? Did you sneak in here by hiding under her skirt?
What's going on? What happened here?
Oh, Harry. Why have you come?
I was serving the man back at the mansion. But Mr. Tate Sr. saw that I was doing well, so he transferred me here to oversee the bank and serve Miss Claude here. Right now, I'm on my way to meet Miss Claude personally. However, I heard a commotion. What the hell are you up to? What if Miss Claude was disturbed by the noise?
Harry, it's his fault. This punk doesn't have an invitation. I suspect he sneaked in.
Sir, please show me your invitation. Huh? Oh. I don't have.
See? I'm right, aren't I?
How did you come in without an invitation?
I haven't finished. Indeed, I don't have an invite. However, someone invited me in.
Listen to the nonsense he's saying. Someone invited you to the banquet? My family is the one hosting the banquet. I wrote all the names on the invitation letters personally. How can I not recall writing your name, Maxwell? Huh? Don't tell me Miss Claude is the one who personally invited you here. You have no idea regarding Miss Claude's lofty status. She only mingles with the prominent figures of high society. Who are you anyway? Despite your muscular arms, you're just a laborer.
You want this?
I'm not eating that. Take it away.
A shady person with dubious character like you isn't fit to be here.
I say, Maxwell, you need to have some sense of reality before trying to boast. If you're not fit to be part of high society, trying to force your way in will only make you a joke.
You punk! Do you realize the difference between us now? Believe me, I can kick you out with a single word. If you feel dissatisfied, why don't you beat up all the elites who are present at this banquet? As a last resort, why don't you call the bitch who stood up for you last time? I'm telling you, that woman isn't even qualified to show her face around here. Let me tell you what this is. This is true power! Those who understand, clap loudly! Come on! Next, we need to drive this man out. Let's all shout in unison. Get the hell out! Come on! Get the hell out!
Get the hell
out!
You can't let him off the hook so easily. Security, arrest this thief and send him to the police station. Draken Villa belongs to the Tate family. Besides, the banquet today is exclusive of the upper class. Even the heiress of the Claude family is present. This man committed a trespass with ill intentions. Let's see what Senior's laws will say about this.
Who are you planning to kick?
What's up with her?
Could she possibly be Miss Claude?
Turns out that it's you, you bitch. Everyone, don't be taken in by her. All of you may not know yet, but this woman is actually Calvin Shaw's mistress.
Ah, that's right. I finally remember. Calvin, please keep in mind that we are at the welcome banquet. This is not a stage for your mistress to shine. When I meet Miss Claude later, wait and see how I'll deal with you.
It turns out that you're only a mistress. Calvin, how dare you bring her to this banquet? You don't know what's good for you.
An ugly duckling will always remain ugly, even though you try to dress up glamorously. It is impossible for you to become a swan.
You bitch!
Babe,
You better wash your mouth out with soap and stop judging others.
How dare you hit me? Mr. Tate! He hit me because of his mistress. Dear, your family went out of their way to specially set up a welcome banquet for Miss Claude. This man didn't take you and Miss Claude seriously. Mr. Tate!
that's enough, babe. I'll make them pay. Calvin, what do you mean by this? Are you trying to look down on Miss Claude and the Claude family?
Nonsense.
That's enough. Calvin is only teaching Jessica some manners on behalf of her elders. It's not your place to worry about the Clouds family's private matters.
What? Did I hit a nerve? What's the rush? Fine, Calvin. I'm really curious to find out, what is it about your lover's background that emboldens you to oppose me?